And so, you know, at some point in time, we got to take a look around and say, look, you know, this is devastating our community. I talked a lot about the 1994 crime bill. Everyone's complaining about police brutality, but I say, look, how did we get here? That 1994 crime bill, the whole thing was to have more aggressive policing. That was a Democrat bill.
Of this event tonight, cut one of those videos that she was running for office, and it went supernova. Not just viral, it went supernova. And the reason why it went supernova is not just because she was an attractive young lady, no. She was telling the truth about her district. She was telling the truth about corruption. She was telling the truth about what decades of Democrat rule will do to your community. And that has gained her national attention. Tonight she's right here in Queen Creek. And she's going to talk to you. Her name is Kimberly Klacik. Kimberly Klacik. She's a businesswoman, a politician. You all know her from her ad that has gone viral.
What happened?
In that ad, as a Republican nominee for Maryland's 7th Congressional District, she exposed the corruption of the Democrat Party and the devastating effects of that corruption on inner cities. I'm praying that she defeats her opponent, who is in his mid-70s and is one of those people who have been in Washington, D.C. as long as Joe Biden. Please, welcome to the stage, Ms. Kimberly Klacik.
So I came down here from Baltimore, and I have to say, I love your weather here in Arizona. But I do have to go back because I have a race to win. So I was getting a bunch of text messages before I came here tonight because apparently some guy named President Donald Trump announced in Wisconsin about an hour ago that he loves the wonderful woman in Baltimore City who's gonna make a difference. And I was all like, who, me? This has been a wild ride, a great journey, and honestly, I can't even believe that, I feel like I'm dreaming right now. But, you know, I have a job to do. And I hope that we will get to where we need to go, not just in Baltimore, but in many cities across this country. I think we see a lot of places right now that seem to be on a downward spiral, right? We see a lot of policies coming into place that a lot of us don't agree with. And we're getting to a point where we're now seeing in America that we don't quite recognize. And so we need a lot of people to step up. There are people across this country that want to see cities like Baltimore do better. We hear about how Republican Party is so racist. But guess what? We raised $6.4 million from racists, right? They're so racist, they gave us millions of dollars to hopefully beat Kwame Nkrumah. Meanwhile, he only raised $184,000. I didn't see that coming, I have to be honest. But that means that a lot of people really do support what we're doing. This is about the people. I'm not a politician. For the past 8 years, I've been running a nonprofit in Baltimore, getting women to work. We've helped over 200 women become gainfully employed, 30% went on to be financially independent. We're very excited about that. And that's what I have qualification doing, right? Getting people employed. That's what this is about. I talked to the Trump administration about how we can bring manufacturing back to America. Baltimore used to be a manufacturing powerhouse. As we saw with the pandemic, as awful as it was, we saw a lot, right? We had to rely on other countries for PPE. We can bring that billion-dollar medical equipment industry right back to the United States, and especially through the Baltimore port. We have the second largest port in the country, and we don't even utilize it. We look at ports like in Connecticut, where they have the submarines. They're doing wind energy. They're on top of it. We just need competent leaders in Baltimore to be on top of it. We could be number one. We have the potential. We just don't have the leadership. If I hear Brandon Scott talk about one more time about the violence, I don't know, do people realize he's been on city council since 2011? He's been the chair of the violence committee since 2014, when we began our downward spiral. And here he is on Twitter saying, oh, we need justice, we need peace. No, we need a real state's attorney that actually locks people up when they're 11-time repeat offenders. We need judges to get on board to not just slap people on the wrist, but put them away. And then we need a real prison system where people are rehabilitated, so when they come out, they are actually contributing members of society. That's what we need. I don't want to hear about this justice and peace. No, I need actual tangible results. And that's what we're missing. Like I said, we're going to fight till the very end. We're not giving up. We're going to go down kicking and screaming if we go down, but I think we're going up. So we're going to Capitol Hill. It's time. Time is now. It's over. We're going to do it. And I'll see you guys on November 3rd. Thank you.